That's very good. Hi friends, สวัสดีค่ะ. Today I'm sharing a recipe that is one of the finest appetizers as well as party's favorite. People love what we're making today. I'm making chicken satay. Commonly on the street of Thailand, you'll find pork satay everywhere. But I think it would be leaner as well as healthier if we're using chicken breast or chicken tender. There are three parts in this. The chicken satay needs to be marinated, rest, and then skewered. Then the cucumber relish, and then the peanut sauce. Then we grill the chicken. Let's get started. Enjoy the recipe. For chicken tenders, I slice them in half diagonally so that we leave two pieces of 2 inches long, 1 inch wide, and half an inch thick. And for chicken breast, slice them in half, clean it up. You should get about 6 pieces of the same size. Once the chicken breasts are all sliced, we marinate it with coconut milk, curry powder. If you wish to have more color, you can always add turmeric, sugar, and a pinch of salt. Mix that well and let that rest for at least half an hour. I'm using the bamboo sticks. This is about 7 inches. You can probably find 6 inches. Pre-soak this for half an hour. And we'll thread it through the chicken. I'll leave the pointy ends on the top. You don't really want the sticks to expose, so cover it through with the meat. You don't want it to get burned while you grill it. First, we're using half a cup of sugar. I use unbleached sugar, but you can use white sugar if you have. Then half a cup of rice vinegar. We want to get the sugar to get dissolved but not completely thickened. So I'm adding about 1/4 cup of water. And for the rest of the relish, we sliced the small cucumber in half lengthwise and then crosswise about 1 centimeter. You want to leave some crunch to your relish. So next is I'm slicing up this red chilies. You can probably get a red jalapenos. We just want to give it a little more color, different texture, perhaps a little bit of a heat, but this dish is not meant to be spicy. So about that much. I'm adding the sliced shallots that I had sliced prior to the relish. The syrup is already finished, but I'm going to let it cool a bit. I will spoon the syrup over the cucumber relish once the satay is ready to be served. So 1/4 cup of coconut milk in the pot. And lower medium heat. Let the coconut milk simmer a bit. You want it to use the coconut milk to open up the curry. So we add the curry to the pot. We're using massaman curry today, but if you have red curry, all you do is you add about half teaspoon of coriander, ground, toasted and ground, as well as cumin. That will give it very, very close proximity of massaman curry paste. So your base curry paste and coconut milk is fragrant. What you do is you add the rest of the coconut milk to the pot. So ground peanuts,
a bit of salt. I would say half teaspoon to begin with. If it's not salty enough, you can always taste. I have 2 tablespoons of tamarind sauce. If you use the concentrated type, please just use half, because otherwise your sauce is going to be a little bit too overwhelming. And I'm adding 2 tablespoons of palm sugar. Palm sugar is a little milder than regular sugar. If you're having substitute with the brown sugar, please use only half the amount of sugar. Again, you can always add, you cannot take it out. Let the sugar dissolve and also let the curry and the peanuts get cooked really well. The peanut sauce is done, about that consistency. Now we're going to grill the chicken. So we're ready to go. This is a traditional satay style grill. If you have a regular grill that you use in your backyard, by all means, as well as if you use the oven, that will work as well. Here you are. We got our satay and peanut sauce and cucumber relish. I'm about to serve it to my aunt and see what she has to say. 10 ค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
Very good อร่อยมากค่ะ
Hey, if you enjoyed the recipe, please subscribe, as well as check out the Facebook page, Taste and Travel with Chef Noi. Check out the recipe and contact information below this video. ขอบคุณค่ะ